Hey, what is going on everybody, and welcome to Fantasia. For today, we're going to go ahead and jump into another game of Epic 7. So, as usual, we're going to go ahead and jump into a guild war because it is Monday. Now, this video may or may not be posted on a Monday, but we'll see since my work actually starts back up today. For those of you who don't know, I'm a teacher, and online teaching has started for the county. This week's kind of a chill week. We're just kind of reaching out to our students and setting up our lessons and all that. So anyway, all that aside, let's go ahead and see what has happened here. Looks like my defense has failed, but it's only been one attack, so can't really judge the success of this defense and how good it is, the team overall, that is, based on just that one battle. But I will be monitoring my defense over time, especially because we just had a free gear and equip weekend, so I switched around a lot of gear. So hopefully we'll be able to use all those switches and adjustments to my units to potentially do better moving forward. So for the first battle, I've already scouted out my opponents, and I want to take this guy down. He has some pretty oppressive teams, and again, normally I would never fight these teams, but since I am doing videos, why not try and risk everything on these battles? So looking at this, so my opponent starts off with a Bazaar, Maid Chloe, and Judge Kisei. Judge Kisei is obviously going to be pretty threatening. The main thing here that I want to do, I'm bringing Falcon O'Clery and Crimson Armament with a Moonlight Ken. So Ken is going to be the main DPS here, and he can easily take down Judge Kisei if she attacks into him. Now, Crimson Armament's there for the invincibility to start off with, which is very important. What I really need from Falcon O'Clery is for her to provoke the Bazaar. She needs to provoke the Bazaar because the Bazaar is probably going to be pretty fast, and he's probably going to try to put the unbuffable buff on all of my team, so I definitely don't want that. So it all banks on Falcon O'Clery, but hey, we'll see how it goes. The second team is a bit more safe. Ken with Helga with Montmorency drawing out the attacks of Charles, and Helga drawing out the attacks of Lilius. Ken will be the main DPS here with Helga supporting in the form of defense breaks. Ken has his own defense breaks as well, so we'll see how we do against this team. Really, that second team is just taking out Charles as fast as possible. Alright, so no regrets, we're going to hop into this, and we are faster than the Bazaar, just as predicted. Now that's a very fast Judge Kisei. The good thing is that I will be able to provoke this Bazaar. Or actually, I hope I'll be able to provoke the Bazaar. The Judge Kisei is faster than my Ken, which is very good. Ooh, I did not provoke the Bazaar. Alright, I think this is where I die. Ken will actually get to counterattack here and potentially kill the Bazaar. Alright. Alright, this is pretty bad. So, that was not supposed to happen. Alright, so they brought the Bazaar back. Now, what I could potentially do here is I can provoke the Judge Kisei. We're gonna go ahead and risk everything. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Risk everything on the provoke. That's right. Oh, she's running Exorcist Tonfa. She's not running Portrait, so that's fine. What I would like to do is actually Bazaar can. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and continuously attack the Judge Kisei. Bring my MO Ken up. This is probably gonna put attack down on me. That's fine. And Maid is going to attack my Ken as well, which is good. As long as Ken doesn't get the unhealable buff on him, he is completely fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and S3 here. Unfortunately, I can't get the attack buff on my Ken because he still has the unbuffable buff. However, I am able to go ahead and proc the Judge Kisei's revive. Provoked her again, which is good. Judge Kisei is pretty squishy. She's mainly just a glass cannon. Alright, so from here on out it should be pretty easy because this Maid Chloe, as long as she continuously crits my Ken, we will be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and continuously attack here. You know what? I'm gonna attack the Bazaar because I don't want to provoke the Maid Chloe. I want Chloe to continuously attack my my Ken. So let's see here. The Chloe has 2 turns until she gets her revive buff back up, so I'm gonna need to go ahead and DPS her down as quickly as possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and save my S3 on my Chloe here. It's not too important right now, and Bazaar's not a threat. Gonna put up the S3 to put the immunity buff on my team. just so ML Ken doesn't miraculously get stunned here. There we go, counterattack. Very nice. Okay, so Maid Chloe, I believe, has one more turn. Okay, so we're going to save the S3 for the next turn. Alright, especially because this is probably going to strip all my buffs and apply the unbuffable again. Again, Basar's not a huge threat, so I'm not really focusing on him at all whatsoever. I just need to make sure the cooldowns are where they're supposed to be. Good, so I have, there we go, one hit on the ML Chloe. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to soul burn the, provoke the ML Chloe so I don't miss the provoke and defense break. This makes it so it's really easy for me to just finish her off. And this makes it so that she can't actually proc her revive. I say that, but she's also running a Wondrous Potion Vial. But that should be fine. She's gone now, and it's just, oh, it's just little Basar here. Alright, it's a provoke battle between between my Armin and Basar, but that's okay. Ken is going to come in and finish things off. Now, this is a relatively okay team for this. I got lucky with the provoke on the Judge Kisei, but everything should be fine. It worked out in my favor despite things not going according to plan at the beginning. Alright, Lilius is going to go ahead. None of my characters have immunity. Unfortunately, I don't have enough immunity pieces, but that's fine. He's going to go ahead and just set up his, you know, Lilius push back and everything like that. Now, what I want to do here is I'm actually going to go ahead and put the buff up on my entire team. Now, the problem is that I need to DPS down the Charles as soon as possible. But I wanted the attack buff up on Ken. It's going to be pretty helpful going forward. This might provoke Helga, that's fine. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and just S1 here. There's no reason for me to do anything else because there's a skill nullifier on his entire team. Ooh, actually, that's not good. That was not supposed to happen. Hey. Defense broke the Charles. I forgot to pay attention to the HP of these characters. Wow, everyone's getting provoked by this Cecilia. That's not good. That's not what's supposed to happen here. I brought Ken as the DPS because Charles is not that threatening against him. I'm going to go ahead and cleanse. Alright, we're going to continuously attack Charles. That's the safest thing to do. It's pretty squishy now that he has a defense buff, defense break on him. Ooh, please don't S2. Okay, thank you. Please don't S2. Thank you. Oh, we're getting so lucky here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put this immunity buff on Helga so she stops getting destroyed by people's provokes. Lilius cleanses defense break, but that's okay. Ken's going to get pushed back, but that's alright. Okay, so we do have the S3. I'm going to go ahead and S3 the Charles. This puts an attack down on him, and hopefully I land the stun. If not, this should be a lot of damage. I rebuilt my Ken so that he is an absolute beast. No attack buff, no defense on the Charles, 10k damage on this S3. That is what I'm talking about. This Ken is absolutely bonkers. Alright, this is definitely going to be a Ken video. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put the attack buff up on Ken. And put the effectiveness buff on my Helga so that she can potentially defense break some people. Alright, immunity is on my Helga, that's fine. We're going to heal up just a little bit, top people off. And now my Ken could go ham. So we're going to soul burn and we're going to attack this Cecilia here. Defense broken. We're going to get another turn because we soul burned. And we're going to absolutely destroy her. Not a chance, dude. Not a chance. Defense break on the Lilius. She is very weak. So we're just going to go ahead and smack her. This Ken is absolutely insane. So, what I did when I re-geared this Ken is I lowered his attack by quite a bit. I think I dropped his attack by about 800 points. So we went from 2600 attack down to 1800. And then what I did was I beefed up his HP, so we went from 18,000 to almost 23,000 HP, which is insane, because he scales very, very well off of HP. His damage scales off of HP, that is. Helga's defense breaking like heck. This is awesome. But yeah, my Ken, he's so much more bulkier, so much more defense than before too. And yeah, he's the world's greatest. He's proven himself there. Alright, so that was a pretty good fight there. First battle was a little sketch, but we managed to pull through. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and find our second battle, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back. We're going to go ahead and jump into our second battle here against Flame Spirit. So, I've already pre-prepared my teams for this, but I'll explain why I'm choosing the characters I'm choosing. So going to the first battle here, the real main actual threat is Seaside Bellona. So I'm bringing in Charles and Chloe to deal with her fairly easily. Now, Montmorency has a cleanse, so I'm going to be very careful with when I use my Chloe's Provoke. I want to go ahead and try to use her Provoke as a strip as well, so I can strip the revive buff that the maid Chloe would give, and so that I can just eliminate whichever person I want to without the threat of them coming back. Acades is brought here because she's very, very tanky as a healer, and she has the self-invincibility buff that she can put up as well. It's targetable, but I usually use it on herself, which means that Seaside Bellona is going to be directing her attacks towards my other characters, which is going to be pretty good. So looking at the second team there, he has a lot of Moonlight characters: Fallen Cecilia, Arbiter Vildred, and Assassin Cartuja. So I'm bringing in my Crimson Armin. Now, Crimson Armin has an immunity set on her, so even if Cartuja goes before her, which he shouldn't, she will not be stunned and all that good stuff. I have Montmorency just in case I do get stunned on subsequent turns, and if I get blinded by the Arbiter Vildred, which shouldn't be a problem. And because Ken was such a baller in that first round, I decided to bring him in this one as well. So we're going to see how well he works here. So we're going to go ahead and just jump right into this and see how it goes. Alright, so going to this first game, Chloe should be the fastest, no contest there. Now, his Seaside Bellona is actually, does not have her S2 skilled up. Interesting. Alright, so all of my characters are much faster than his. His characters seem to be relatively slow here. So what I'm going to do is, oh, I do need to think. I don't want to put up the S3 just yet, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give Seaside Bellona a little smack right there. Okay, there we go. My Charles is going to go ahead and S3 here. And I'm expecting Acades to have to use her S3. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Oh, that bump made Chloe up. She's running Water's Origin. Interesting. Alright, so the revive buff is up. So here's the thing. I'm expecting to have to use S3 on Acades anyway next turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to protect herself with the invincibility buff here. This is probably going to put immunity up on Seaside Bellona. There we go. Heal her back up. At least the S3 is out of the way for a couple of turns. Now, Seaside's going to go ahead and S3. I hope Charles actually counterattacks here. He doesn't. Unhealable buff on him, that doesn't really matter at all. The Montmorency's going to go ahead and S2 cleanse. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly smack the Seaside here. She missed on both of my Earth heroes. That's good. Okay, so Montmorency cleansed. Acades is coming up real quick, and Maid Chloe's come up after that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and S1. Hopefully I go into the S2 here. Proof of Valor on the Seaside. Alright. No follow-up into the S2 smash, but that's okay. Gonna go ahead and heal up my entire team. And Montmorency's coming up with the Seaside Bellona. I'm gonna go ahead and actually, let's see. Montmorency does not have her S3, right? Okay. So hopefully her S2 doesn't reset. I'm gonna go ahead and actually strip and provoke. And defense break, hopefully. This, oh, no provoke, but the defense break. Good. Montmorency's S2 did not reset. Alright, this makes it really easy for me to go ahead and just kill the Seaside Bellona. Pushing up the Charles. Charles is going to go ahead and one-shot the Seaside Bellona here. Hopefully, yes, S2 into the Montmorency. Please kill. Alright. Awesome. And that's pretty much it. So there's no threat from this maid Chloe here, unless she starts stunning me into oblivion. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just DPS her down. Fairly simple. Now, the Water's Origin is going to give her a lot of turns, but if I can strip... There we go, I stripped the strip the revive there. Now, how many turns until her... Alright, she has one more turn until she gets her S3. My Clary has 2 turns until I get her provoke. So, Clary has one more turn after this. Please increase combat readiness. Very good. So she gets another turn. If she can lap... Alright, perfect. She's in the perfect position. As you can see my Clary on the timeline on the left. She is in a perfect spot to kind of lap in and... provoke this mate Chloe. I'm not going to soul burn here. I'm going to save the soul burn for my Falconer Clary just in case. Unless this kills. Oh, hey, there we go. Charles being the boss there. His S3 actually scales with higher damage the less units my opponent has on their team. So because Maid Chloe was the last one standing, I would deal more damage. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put the S3 up right now. Even though the invincibility is going to wear off before my enemy's DPSs get turns, it's going to be fine because at least I get the immunity buff on everyone. Alright, so Mont Morrissey's going to go ahead and I'm going to go and remove the skill nullifier on the Arbiter Vildred. He's actually asleep right now, which is pretty good. I might just let him sleep, and I'll just remove the skill nullifier on the Cartuja. His Arbiter Vildred is very, very slow, so he won't be able to cycle many turns, which is good. And his Cartuja does absolutely no damage either, so that's also very good. Alright, provoke the Arbiter Vildred, so he's not going to be able to S3 into me, which is very good. No complaints there whatsoever. Gonna chip him down here. Hopefully I can go ahead and get that defense break here. Oh no, Moonlight Dreamblade. Okay, he's going full like dodging here with his evasion team. But the good thing is, ooh, Moonlight Dreamblade again. But what I can say the good thing is, I'll put the immunity on my Crimson Armin, is that because he's slow, my Mont Morrissey will be able to cycle through her heals relatively easily. So there's no big problem there, and as you can see, if I hit him, it still deals a lot of damage. Now the thing with Ken is that, as you can see, he deals a lot. Ooh, okay. I like the dual attacks. I'll take those. The immunity on the Crimson Armin is gonna be very nice. This Arbiter Vildred hits pretty hard. However, I'm gonna put the S3. Let's go ahead and see if we can kill. It missed, so we're not gonna be able to kill. That's unfortunate. Moonlight Dreamblade and Assassin Cartuja's passive is a little strong. But we got our Vigor buff up on Ken, so he's going to be even more tanky. And he's going to be able to get additional effects when he attacks as well. Alright, this Arbiter Vildred's a little annoying, but we should be okay. Alright, he's finally done the S3. So we're going to go ahead and again put the immunity buff on my Crimson Armin, mostly because all the dark units on my opponent's team are going to be going after her. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to S1 here. I'm going to save my S2. Oh, nice. I got the defense break on him. No need for me to go ahead and S3 here. There's no threat. Arbiter Vildred uses S3 very late, so he's not going to cycle back anytime soon. And we should be able to cut in.
Is it my turn?
I hope I'm able to cut in and put the invincibility up before... Oh, going for the Armin? Yep, there we go. Alright, hopefully yes, Crimson Armin can cut in right here. Now I want to be able to put up the invincibility buff. I'm going to go ahead and do that. This puts immunity on everyone else as well, so when Arbiter Vildred revives, my Ken will not be blinded. Alright, so... Unfortunately, he has a skill nullifier on him, so we gotta get rid of that. That's kind of annoying. That would have killed him, actually, because he had the defense break right there. That would have been perfect. Okay, he's asleep. That's okay. We're gonna continuously hit him, just in case my Ken misses on the next hit. Alright, so now we're guaranteed to kill him on the next turn. I'm gonna be a little bit careful here of what I do.
I will do my best.
Okay, we're gonna just go ahead and use the S2, just top everyone off. And let's see here. My Mont Morrissey has her S3 ready to heal, so that's going to be good. Assassin Cartuja doesn't do any damage. Alright, so I am ready to go ahead and just destroy his Arbiter Vildred. There we go. I could have Soul Burned here, but I didn't want to. I'm going to Soul Burn next turn to try to kill him the second time. Alright, there we go. Blinded on my chem, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and just tap this Vildred again. Try to get as much chip damage as I can on him.
I'll keep going.
Alright, I'm going to... this is actually a bit of a problem. I can go ahead and S2 here. Vildred, okay, shouldn't be a huge problem. Oh, nice. Got a very big heal on my Montmorency there. Good. I really didn't want to Soul Burn there with Montmorency because I wanted to Soul Burn this to go ahead and make sure I kill this Vildred as soon as possible. Once Vildred dies, I mean, this is as good as done.
Quickly, please.
Alright, there we go. Vildred is down for the count, and I don't have to worry about him anymore. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take down the Assassin Cartuja, because he's very annoying. The Cecilia's not really doing much at all, so there's no need for me to worry about that. Hopefully this S3 lands. Nope, it's going to miss, because why wouldn't it?
Get a good look at these fists. Fatal strike.
Alright, so unfortunately it didn't do any damage at all, really. The Cartuja's pretty bulky, the Cecilia's pretty average, looks like 21,000 HP. I'll be able to DPS her down fairly quickly once it comes to my next turn. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put up the immunity buff on everybody as well here, just because, well, there we go. Because that stuns. That S3 from Assassin Cartuja would stun, so I'm going to go ahead and just prevent that. There's no reason for me to go ahead and S2 here because he's still a skill nullifier. ML Cecilia is really annoying in that regard. Going to go ahead and just smack Cartuja. Ooh, I actually put him to sleep. That's pretty nice. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the skill null on her as well. Cartuja's still asleep. Okay. Ken should be able to Soul Burn here. Now, if I can hit this S2... Nope. If I can hit this S1... Hey, there we go. That's quite a bit of damage with a defense break. That's actually very nice. Alright, gonna hit him there. He has a Durandal, which honestly doesn't matter. He's just gonna gain combat readiness, which, again, doesn't make a huge difference. Ken is missing, but he's DPSing Cartuja down very, very fast. Just gonna continuously smack. Oh, nice dual attack. Hey, you got a bit lucky there. Crimson Armor should have been able to finish him off regardless of the dual attack, but that saves me a turn. Alright, and now provokes don't really matter at all because there's only one person left. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quickly... Ooh, actually... Let's see... I'm gonna go ahead and S1 here to gain the fighting spirit, so that next turn I can guarantee the kill.
Is it my turn?
Alright, let's try to get the barrier down. She's defense broken already, so I'm gonna Soul Burn here, and this should kill. So if S2 does not kill, we could easily S1, but let's go out in style. Oh yeah. Let's go, Budget Goku. Alright, and there goes Moonlight Cecilia, and yeah, so that team really wasn't a threat because the Vildred was slow. If that was a fast Vildred, it would have put a lot more pressure on my Montmorency, but that was a pretty solid and safe team, and we managed to take him down fairly easily. Alright, so that was the second battle. We're going to be back with our third one in just a minute. Alright guys, welcome back to the third battle of this guild war. So as you can see, I can't battle Skyburns and Flame Spirit because I already beat those two in previous rounds. So now I'm going to go ahead and attack this tower right here just to get rid of it, blow it off the face of the earth. So, magical? Is that what it's supposed to say? Magical? It's like magical? except it's supposed to be magical? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and hop into this team here. Their team isn't very solid, as you can see, not even fully awakened heroes, but the reason I'm attacking this tower is just so I can open up that main fort so that the rest of my guildmates can go ahead and use their attacks there. So what I'm going to be bringing here is Achades and Ken up top with Helga, because Helga is a boss, and as Ken has demonstrated today, he is definitely a force to be reckoned with. So Ken is going to be in here as well. He's going to have advantage over Bellona and Charles, and he's going to have no problems taking down the Lilius. Lilius is going to focus her attacks on... Actually, everyone's going to be focusing their attacks on Helga. The reason I didn't bring Crimson Armin for this battle here is actually just because the fact that... Crimson Armin needs to be in the bottom team to tank the Vildred and tank the Spectre Tenebria. The bottom team has DN as well for the attack buffs, which should be fine. I'm bringing Seaside Bellona for the easy clears. Now I gotta be careful because when Arbiter Vildred revives, it could be potentially dangerous for my Seaside Bellona as she is relatively squishy. That's why Crimson Armin's there with Aureus to help her out. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into this battle and see how it goes. Now I could have brought in Eaton in the top battle here, but I decided against that and I went with Helga. And the reason I'm going with Helga here is because she has the attack buff, which is going to be very, very useful for my team here. So that Ken can easily DPS down the Charles with no problem. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is just like before, I'm going to go ahead and put the invincibility on Achades. And next turn I'm expecting to have to use her S3, so it's going to be perfect timing. Alright, so Lilius barely did any damage actually. Charles is going to come in here. He has relatively low health, not dealing a lot of damage either. So yeah, this team is relatively weak overall. The Bellona actually did more than the Charles, which is quite surprising. Alright, Helga has a bunch of debuffs with provokes on her, but that's going to be cleansed relatively soon. We're going to go ahead and S2 the Charles here, deal a ton of damage with the defense break as well. Unfortunately, Helga is provoked. Oh, do not S2. Oh, okay, but he did not crit, so that's good. Alright, that's really close. Wow, we almost died there. It's a good thing that Charles does not have a ton of crit rate, at least from what I can tell. Alright, Charles is going to go ahead and smash the Helga. No crit there as well. Very nice. Bellona is going to go ahead and use her S2. That's going to hurt. But we're going to go ahead and kill the Charles. Now, Helga's probably dead here, but it's okay. It's the last guild war anyway. And my Ken can solo everyone, so it's fine. Helga was mostly there for the initial buff, so I could take down Charles as fast as possible. I didn't want to bring Falcon or Clury. She would have been a pretty decent pick here as well. I didn't bring in Falcon or Clury here because I didn't want the Lilius to just automatically cleanse whenever she got a debuff on. But the Ken should be able to one-shot this Bellona here with his S3. There we go, 9,000 something damage, very nice. And the Lilius is going to hit like a sack of potatoes, so there we go. Actually, I take that back. If you probably got hit by a sack of potatoes, it would likely hurt. Alright, there we go. Defense break here. Can Achades do this? Come on, Achades. Crit. Nice. Perfect. Okay, so game 1 is done. We lost Helga, but again, this is the last guild war, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, what we're going to do here is put the invincibility up with the immunity as well. Seaside Bellona goes before both of their DPSs, which actually kind of sucks. It's not really what I wanted, but it is what it is, I guess. Ooh, actually, we put the Arbiter Vildred to sleep. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm not actually going to use my S3 on my Seaside Bellona. I'm going to go ahead and just S1 attack right here. Spectre Tenebria is going to go ahead and use her S3. It doesn't matter who she hits. Oh, good. It hit them all more. See, that's actually better than hitting the Seaside. Alright, all the buffs are out. Now, my Crimson Armin, I have to be careful. So, Arbiter Vildred can actually go. Can we provoke? No, no provokes. Alright. We're going to S2 here. No reason to S3. And now here, I'm going to wait for him to... I want to wait for him to attack into me so I can get defense breaks on, and then I can easily S3 into them. So that's probably what I'm going to do. It's going to be a little risky depending on who Tenebria hits. They could potentially destroy my Seaside Bellona here. Alright, good. We have the S2 coming out here. Defense break on their entire team. Wow, very nice. Arbiter Vildred's going to go for the Crimson Armin. At least I hope he does. Oh, that's not good. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, that's not supposed to happen, but we accidentally killed Arbiter Vildred. Thank you, dual attacks. Okay, the good thing is, Seaside Bellona is not blinded. We defense broke Arbiter Vildred again, and he barely did any damage. That's not a scary Arbiter Vildred at all.
I'll accept your duel.
So now his entire team is going to die. Alright, so I guess that concludes it for this guild war. Oh wait, what? Oh, his DN survived, okay. I saw the missed crit on Tenebria, I was like, there's no way. No way she can survive. Mount Morrissey, the healer's getting the cleanup kills over here, and that's gonna do it for this guild war. Relatively quick, nice and easy here. Ken, obviously the MVP, definitely going to be in the thumbnail today. Alright guys, so anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more Epic 7 content, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what I can do to improve. And until next time, take care.